What's going on? Welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. We are here in Louisiana. And man, if you didn't watch my previous video, you need to go do that. It's the video about having the wrong appointment in Louisiana. Yep. So I've been sitting here at this truck stop all day long, chilling, because I ain't got nothing else to do. I was 25 hours early for my appointment, but you gotta go watch that other video to get all of that. But just when I think couldn't get any dumber, I went and did something like this and totally redeemed myself. Roll the music. Yeah, I've been hanging out here in Hammond, Louisiana all day long. I'm at the Pilot. I actually slept this morning at the Petro and then came over here to the Pilot once the parking spots opened up so I could get myself a shower with my Pilot points, my shower power. And you know, I had to go hit up some Waffle House. El Gordo Velox can't pass up some Waffle House. But yeah, this is what we've been doing, man. Just hanging out for 25 hours over here in Louisiana. And you know what? I think I gotta get myself a shrimp po' boy before I leave here, man. I got to. So I think that's what we're gonna go do right now. All right, guys, we're on our way to go get some food, but I saw this over here. In honor of Diwali, I gotta show this. You guys ever seen those videos? Those guys out in India with their tractors all souped up, popping wheelies and stuff? Look at this thing over here. It's a Louisiana tractor. Pretty bad. They got the stereo system back there. See the speaker box? Speaker box still up below. Gotta have the tassels, bro. Oh, it says do not touch. Boom. Got some wheels on there too. It's pretty bad. All right, guys, we're just sitting here eating dinner. Actually, not eating yet. They're making my dinner. I want you guys to see this this Freightliner right here. It's classic. Listen to it. All right, I made him nervous. He grinded his gears a little bit. I feel bad for him now. But that truck, I don't know if you guys could hear it, if it audio came through, but it sounded good. Sounded good. I'm from California, man. I'm not used to all these trucks that are straight pipe. But check it out. Got some boudin egg rolls. That's right. First time ever trying these. So let's try them. Dude, it's pretty dang good. It's like rice and sausage. Yeah, I'm digging that. I'm digging it. Uh-oh. So now for the main event. The main event! Look at that po' boy. And I can honestly say I've never had a po' boy in Louisiana. I've had imitation po' boys. Dang, UPS was hauling butt. But I've never had the real thing, so we're gonna try it right now. I'm trying to figure out how to do this without looking like an idiot. I always look like an idiot. I know you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. All right. Yeah, this is a two-hander. I can't do this. And there's nothing to set my phone on. Hold on. I lost so many of my shrimp just now. Morning. It's time to deliver this load. It is Saturday, not Friday. It's Saturday, It's 3:30 a.m. Got pretty good sleep. I woke up a few times like, oh shoot, what time is it? But that usually happens when I have to set my alarm really early. Man, so I had to cut that little review short for that po' boy. But they gave this like little spicy sauce for the boudin egg rolls, and then that po' boy was pretty good. It was pretty good. I added cheese and bacon to it. I said, hey, does that make it like not legit? And they're like, no, it's legit like that. Go ahead. But I'll be honest, it wasn't like super fresh shrimp. It seemed like they were just kind of like whatever fried shrimp. So yeah, I probably should have like found a better place than that, but it was right there, and it was good. It was good food. Don't get me wrong, it was good food. I just wasn't like blown away by it or anything. But in general, the po' boy is good. Po' boy, not the pool boy, the po' boy. All right, shrimp, mayo, lettuce, tomato, all that good stuff. But anyway, it was cool to have something a little different. And now we're getting off the highway here, and we're heading over to Walmart distribution center in Robert, Louisiana. Yesterday at this time, Friday at this time, that place was packed. It was jammed in there. So we'll see what happens today. We'll see if the same thing happens at 3:30 on Saturday as what happened on Friday. But yeah, we'll get over there and check in, and it's our actual appointment day, so we should have no problem getting in there. All right, we got our door 327 Saturday morning at about 3:40. Fun and exciting stuff. So pretty much all Walmart distribution centers are set up the same way. You usually come in from the front, they wrap you around a building. This one's a little bit more further of a drive than it usually is, but you wrap around the building, and then the first set of docks to your left will be the dry docks, and then the reefer docks will be straight ahead of you typically, and then the office is over here in the corner, shipping office, receiving office. I guess I should put my regular lights on. I guess Hirschbach, what do they do? I can't tell. Well, someone's in our door, of course. Of course, because why not? Right? Because why not? Alright, let me go figure this out. Alright, so I went and checked into the office. I went over and said, yeah, there's someone in my door. She goes, okay, hold on, let me see what's going on. She's like, okay, yeah, he's not quite done yet. We'll when his paperwork's ready, we'll get him out of there. So just wait for that door to open up. I'm like, all right. So I'm just hanging out, and I don't know exactly where to be out of everyone's way. So I'm kind of out of people's way right now, but there's no guarantee that someone, these drop trailers that are here, someone might come to pick those up right now, and I'll be having to shuffle around the yard trying to stay out of people's ways, but whatever. So basically I'm going to wait for him to move. I'm going to back into a door, and then I'm going to disconnect from my trailer, do all the stuff that you do at Walmart distribution centers, and then I have a number to call, and I'll call the CTO office and tell them, all right, I'm unhooked, docked, dollied down, all that good stuff, and then they'll go and they'll start unloading me. So, but until then, I can't lay back down or do anything like that because I gotta be awake to see, first off, if I have to move around for all these other guys. Second of all, if whenever this guy gets his paperwork and they finish him up, then and anyway, yeah, I offered to wake him up. So I said, well, is his paperwork ready? Want me to knock on his door? She goes, no, don't do that. All right. I'm not shy. I'll go smile at someone at 3:30 in the morning. Hey, buddy, didn't wake up. Oh man. Oh, Gus likes watching some of those like TikToks and stuff that are like we'll put on like a YouTube compilation of like different animal TikToks, like funny animal videos and stuff. And people made little dog TikToks where they have that one dude who's waking up his kid. He's like, wake up, get up, man, it's time for school. Don't you want to go to school? Wake up. And so Gus will walk around the house doing that now. Wake up, gotta go to school. I was gonna knock on that guy's door right now. Wake up, don't you want to go to school? You gotta get up. Anyway, all right. I'll let you guys know when we finally get unloaded, because right now we're in a holding pattern. All right, and just a little while later, it's 6 a.m. now. A little while, we're finally in a dock, dollied down, disconnected, all the good stuff that Walmart wants you to do, and yeah, we'll see how long this takes, man, because I checked in at 3:40 at the front gate, and it's 6 a.m. now. So I called and let them know, they want you to call when you get, because I already gave them my paperwork, and they said, all right, when you get in the dock, call this number and let us know. So I called and I said, hey, just to let you know, I'm backed into door 327, dollied down, disconnected, all that good stuff. So, and I sensed a little hint of sarcasm, because she goes, thank you so much for backing in that door. And then that's all she said, and I'm like, all right, thanks, bye. I don't know, maybe she's just trying to be nice, but she's doing something else, a little distracted or something, I don't know. But pretty funny. I was like, that's not something that you thank someone so much for doing, backing into a door. Like, that's just not. It was not a response appropriate for what was being said. But anyway, we're in the door in Robert, Louisiana, at the Walmart distribution center. Someone in the comments said, yeah, that it would probably take all day at this place. So I've never been here before, obviously, so we'll see. Already this is like longer than any check-in process I've had at any Walmart distribution center I've been to. I mean, I had to be over here parked like that guy is for 2 hours, over 2 hours. So kind of crazy, but I'm gonna try and take advantage of the fact that it's still dark out, and I'm gonna lay back down and try and get some sleep, even though it's 6 a.m. and I slept about 5 hours, so I'm fairly well rested, but I could always use a little more. Need my beauty rest, so I'm gonna lay back down. I'll catch up with you guys once we get unloaded. Oh yeah, got ourselves our paperwork. We are well, we're about to get out of here. It's only 10:40. It'll be 10:45 or 11 by the time we get out of here. I mean, it'll be 11. It'll be 11 because I gotta still hook back up. I gotta walk back over here, hook back up to the trailer, go back to the security shack out there. So it'll be 11 o'clock by the time we get out of here. So about 3:40 to 11 o'clock. I gotta say, not a great trip into a Walmart distribution center. So this one wasn't as quick. Maybe it's the location, or maybe it's just that it was a weekend load, a Saturday delivery. I don't know. I'm not gonna try and make a determination on an entire, warehouse or distribution center based on one experience. But it's not looking good, Louisiana. Chances are you suck. All right. Sorry, that's harsh. Like I said, I'm not judging. Can't do that on one trip. Maybe on the next one that I come down here, if this happens again, then they'll be like, all right, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that's shame on me. I forgot how the saying goes. I always start saying things that I don't know what they are. Don't know what the saying actually is, but let's hook back up to this thing. Let's get going up into Mississippi. Looks like we're gonna go right through Oxford, Mississippi today. So I don't know, maybe I should look and see if Ole Miss has a game and just park this rig right there, the 50-yard line, and watch myself a game. Boom! See old Lane Kiffin's Rebels running around. They got Matt Corral. Matt Corral, that quarterback, he actually played for the same youth league that Miles, my oldest son, played for when we were living down in Ventura Packers. Matt Corral, he's a few years older than Miles, obviously. He's a junior in college, and Miles is a senior in high school, so they're like 3 years apart. So when Miles was playing little pee-wee football, Matt Corral was up playing like the intermediates or whatever they called him. He was probably 12, 13. But anyway, Matt Corral taking the country by storm over there in at Ole Miss in Oxford, Mississippi. So who knows? I'm not gonna spend money on that. I like to think about what if scenarios like that, and then I'm like, I don't want to spend money on that. And if I went to something like that, Miles would be heartbroken that I didn't do it with him. And that alone would keep me from going and doing it. I mean, it's not as much fun by yourself, just sitting there around a bunch of crazy drunk college kids. Like, all of a sudden I would just feel so out of place. I wouldn't have anyone to turn and talk to. There'd be a nice play and I'd be like, hey, oh, never mind, I don't know anybody here. See, my little introvertness is coming out now. You guys see that? you guys catching a little bit of the introverted Velox. All right, let's get the heck out of here and get on down the road to Mississippi.
The stomach turns a head turn away, sickened thoughts and draining days. I'm sick and tired of wicked ways. I'm 10 times more wicked than yesterday. I recite the secrets I keep. If in death should I reap what I've sown, I don't know, but I'm empty. I'm empty. Compelled to run with you.
All right, we stopped over here to get some fuel and some taco smell, because that's what they got here at this pilot in I think it's Winona, Mississippi, along I-55. I'm headed up north. I got about 100 miles left to go before I get to New Albany. There's a pilot there, so I'll pull in over there. Pretty unimpressed with the pilots I've stopped at. they're all pretty worn down. They've been used a lot. The asphalt, you can just tell when you pull in and the asphalt just is demolished. You're like, man, this thing's been here a long time. So I get it, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to the ones out in California. It seems like there's a lot more new truck stops in California. So there's always like, it doesn't feel as run down and old. But anyway, at least there's actually like room to park out here. Because in California, unless you get there at like 1 p.m., you're screwed. But anyway, man, I wish I could record this Kenworth that was next to me back there. It just sounds so good, man. I know I've told you guys this, but like that, just when your truck's straight piped, it just sounds so good. It sounds healthy. I mean, this guy just drove by in a Dodge pickup and it sounded beefier than mine. Yesterday I was eating and I heard another diesel engine going behind me, and I'm like, oh, I can hear the turbo whistling. Like that's gonna be a nice truck. I turn around, it was an RV. Yeah, an RV that sounded way ballsier than my truck. Just, I don't even know how. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what kind of engine it had. I don't know what. All I know is that it was a diesel engine and that it sounded beefy because it was straight piped. And so anyway, I feel like my little neutered Cummins, even though it's got all the horsepower and torque that I could ask for, it just doesn't quite breathe the same, you know? But anyway, yeah, I gotta get myself, some parts might have to fall off this truck at some point. I don't know. I shouldn't say that out loud. People are listening. People are watching. All right, let's get down the rest of this 100 miles to New Albany, Mississippi. We'll park for the night, and we'll wrap this video up. We'll deliver the second part of this delivery tomorrow, and we'll pick up our next load. So, oh yeah. So I started this whole video out with like, that I totally redeemed myself. So I'll have to fill you guys in on how I redeemed myself when we get to where we're going. All right. All right, we are headed up Interstate 55 through Mississippi. In about 20 miles, we'll jog off of the 55 and onto, I forget. I'll have to look at the map again and see but it's the one that runs right up through Oxford, Mississippi, right past Ole Miss. If they had a game this afternoon, maybe I would stop, but they already played. I believe their game's already over. They were playing Liberty University, and they were beating the crap out of them last time I checked. So anyway, I'm not going to be stopping over there, but that's the highway we're going to be taking to New Albany, Mississippi. And there's a pilot there in New Albany we'll be stopping at. That's where we're headed. That's where we're going. But what I wanted to say is, how crazy was it this morning? How crazy. I mean, I got there a little before 4, and I didn't leave until 11 a.m. I mean, we're talking 7 hours plus. 7 hours and 15 minutes, 7 hours and 20 minutes for like less than a half a trailer of leafy greens, salad mix. I'm flabbergasted. But nevertheless, I was tripping out on that. I was just sitting there like, man, what in the world? So I didn't really worry about asking for detention at the pickups, even though those were totally ridiculous too. But I have a feeling that they don't want to pay. I can just always tell, like, when there's no there's no way to show on the bill of lading like what time you showed up and what time you left. I'll try, but there's no guarantee of what I'll get. But when I turn in my bills, I'm definitely gonna have that right there in Robert, Louisiana. I'll have that on there because I was there for over 7 hours, man. And even if they just went for my appointment time, 4:30 to 11, I mean, that's 6.5 hours right there. So I mean, they got to pay me something. Something. That's too long. It's ridiculous. Now, we'll see what happens up here in Mississippi. But Walmart usually isn't that bad. Not that bad. Oh, and the crazy part is my gate pass it says like, you know, what time they started unloading your trailer, and then what time your paperwork. It says, you know, like, let me see what that sticker says. It says something like, oh, it was on the gate pass. It wasn't on. It's not on my proof of delivery. But anyway, it said that they had finished unloading my trailer at 8:30. So from 8:30 to 11 was just waiting for my paperwork. So awesome. I mean, maybe they had to count a lot, but I think once they close that out, and you know, it says 8:30, you know, paperwork is ready or whatever, load is, because it's not when it's finished unloading. I forget what it says on there, but it says something like paperwork, you know, finished or whatever. So they shoot it over to the office at 8:30, and I don't get called until 10:40. So 2 hours and 10 minutes for them to do my paperwork, and then, you know, I got to hook back up to the trailer and do all that stuff. So I ended up not leaving the gates until 11 o'clock. But anyway, I just thought, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, man, that is a crazy long time for half a trailer. It wasn't even a full trailer, it was half a trailer. So anyway, we'll keep on going down the road. And hey, those of you who were telling me that my hood squeak was driving you crazy, you know what? When I went back and watched the video on YouTube, the hood squeak is way louder than it is in real life. It drove me crazy watching a little bit of that video too. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised anybody's watching this. So I did a little quick fix today, and then we'll do something. A couple of you guys recommended white lithium, so I might try some of that. I've also heard of the hood socks. I might try some of those. It's very common for these hoods to be squeaky. All of you guys pretty much know that if you're truckers. If you're not a trucker and you're watching this, basically there's two rubber stops that the hood sets down on, and there's just these little metal guides, and it just kind of squeaks as you're going down the road as the guides kind of rub on the rubber stoppers. And so typically when you get a lube, those guys will put a little bit of fifth wheel grease on there, but that stuff is messy, and so I don't like to put it on there. So then after a rain like we had, it just gets real squeaky. It just does. So I put a little temporary fix, which is, well, I'll just be honest, it's a little bit shameful, all right? But I use a little WD-40. That's my, if it can be fixed with WD-40 or duct tape, I'm good. That's as far as I go. But no, it's a little temporary thing. I just wanted to record without, you know, chirping your ears off with all that squeaking. So anyway, we'll keep on getting down the road, and WD-40 will probably only last a day or two, and then we'll be right back to the squeaking. So we're gonna get a more permanent fix when we get home, or maybe when we get where we're going. I don't know. We'll see what's around me when I get over here, because I'm gonna have time to kill tonight. You know, I'll get over there pretty early for my 4 a.m. delivery tomorrow. So a Sunday morning Walmart delivery. Hallelujah. All right, let's keep on going down the road. All right, we are over here in New Albany, Mississippi, and made our first delivery on this load, this $8,900 load that came out from Salinas, California. 2,500 loaded miles total. So right now we're probably at about 2,500 loaded miles. We're about, I don't know, I think it's 5 or 6 miles, 7 miles from the Walmart distribution center where we'll deliver tomorrow morning. We're just here to pilot, and yeah, paid for some reserved parking, and then the reserved parking spot that I wanted, because I wanted to get close to the store so I could try and get good internet reception. And then the spot I was trying to get into was angled like this, so my bumper, my trailer bumper was gonna hit the curb, and I just thought, you know, screw this. So I came further out, but by coming out here, there was other free spots I could have done, but I'd already paid. So then I'm like, well, I'm not gonna use a free spot if I already paid for a reserve spot, even though there's a better free spot up there. I already paid for it, so I can't I can't not use it. Anyway, Saturday night at the truck stop should be fun, but we got a 4 a.m. appointment, so we're gonna tuck in early. Someone hollered at me on the radio. I'm gonna go see if I can find him, and said he was watching my video right when I rolled in, and he's like, wait, was that Velox? And I'm like, yes it is, the one and only. He's all, wait, the vlogs from California. I'm like, yeah, man, that's me. Well, I don't know what else. I don't know if there's any other ones. I think there's only one vlogs. Anyway, all right. Oh, how did I? Okay, I was gonna I had this whole video kind of planned out, but it's taken me, parts of 2 days to record this video for you guys. But I hung out, all day in Louisiana yesterday, and then delivered this morning. But I told you guys, I started this video that I didn't know how it was that Dumb and Dumber quote, right? Just when I thought I couldn't get any dumber, I went and did something like this and totally redeemed myself, all right? So I totally redeemed myself. Maybe not I redeemed myself, but nevertheless, things are working out, all right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I had a load pre-booked, but because I was wrong about my appointment days, I lined up the load to pick up. It was supposed to pick up today, and obviously I still have freight on the trailer today, so I couldn't make the pickup today because I messed up the appointment times on this load I'm on. So I had to call Coyote and cancel that. Well, then I started looking for a load. Like, man, I gotta find a load. I gotta find a load to start getting me heading west. Like, I had pre-booked some stuff and all that. Like, I thought I was gonna piecemeal my way back west. I was gonna start with this load from West Memphis to Oklahoma, and I was gonna get like almost $2,000 to do that one, and then I was gonna find something else from Oklahoma, North Texas, Dallas area, and get further west, maybe to Phoenix, maybe to Vegas, I don't know. So I was doing all that, planning all that, and then everything went to crap. Well, now I got another load, and it's a good one, and it picks up tomorrow evening, so Sunday evening. Picks up in Covington, Tennessee. If you guys remember Covington, Tennessee from some previous videos, maybe you'll remember what happened over there with me. But things should be better this time. If you know reefer, you've been around a little bit, you know Covington, Tennessee, there's really only one thing over there that I'd probably be picking up, so you know what it is. I'll make the rest of you guys wait. But anyway, we got a decent load and it's going to Vegas. So I'm happy. I'm more happy with the new load than I was with the old load. How about that? So that's how I redeem myself. Things are gonna work out, and I don't really have much else to say. I'm just rambling on to close out this video. So we got one delivery in, and then tomorrow's delivery I'll just put on tomorrow's video along with our pickup of our next load. So with that, I'm just gonna say love you guys, peace out, see you on the next one. We go.